Wow. What is going on in this swamp?
What it says is there are answers in that swamp, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
If you find that tunnel, you'll find the money pit.
Forget the swamp, forget the money pit. The real drama of Oak Island is happening off camera. The private lives of the cast are more complex and mysterious than the island itself. We're going to show you the women who stand behind the men of the Fellowship and the shocking reason why one of the show's biggest stars has remained single his entire life. It's a story of loyalty, heartbreak, and a surprise wedding that left fans completely stunned. The brothers vow, one man's secret and another's fortress. Rick Lagina is the heart of the operation. Now 73 years old, the former postal worker is the dreamer, the one who first caught the Oak Island bug as a kid reading an article in Reader's Digest. But here's the kicker. For a man who has spent his life chasing a public mystery, his own life is a complete enigma. Rick is reportedly single. He has never been married and has no known children. In a world of reality TV where every detail is shared, Rick has built a fortress of privacy around his personal life. It's funny when you think about it. He's willing to share his deepest hopes and failures about the treasure hunt with millions, but his heart remains a locked chest. Over the years, whispers and rumors have tried to fill the void, but Rick has never once addressed them. His silence has created a legend of its own. Some say he made a vow long ago to dedicate his entire life to solving the mystery, sacrificing personal relationships for the ultimate prize. Could a man be so singularly focused that he forgoes companionship for a centuries-old puzzle? It's a level of dedication that's almost unheard of.
And answer the question as to the why of things. And it rounds back to the who, why, and how of it.
Decades of his life, countless dollars, all poured into one patch of land in Nova Scotia. This isn't a hobby, it's his life's defining purpose. His real enduring relationship, it seems, is with the island itself and the promise it holds. Then you have his younger brother, Marty Lagina. At 69, Marty is the pragmatist, the engineer, and the financial engine that makes the whole crazy adventure possible. While Rick's life is a question mark, Marty's is an open book of stability and success. He's been happily married for decades to his wife, Ephraim Olivia Lagina. Their partnership is the unseen bedrock of the entire Oak Island venture. While Marty is on the island, dealing with floods, equipment failures, and the crushing weight of the unknown, Olivia is back home, a steadying force. They are not just partners in life, but also in business. Together, they run the stunning Mari Vineyards in Traverse City, Michigan, a successful winery named in honor of Marty's Italian grandmother. It's a massive operation covering over 60 acres and producing wines that have won national awards. This isn't some small-time hobby, it's a multi-million-dollar enterprise. This success is what gives the Lagina brothers the freedom and the funds to chase a dream that has bankrupted so many before them. Their family is a team. They have 2 children, a daughter, Maddie, and a son, Alex. Maddie is a physician, showcasing the family's commitment to hard work and education. And then there's Alex, a familiar face to every fan of the show.
The possibility that Samuel Ball had a closer involvement with the money pit than was previously known.
Marty's family isn't just a background detail, they are woven into the fabric of the Oak Island story. The contrast between the 2 brothers couldn't be more stark. One lives a life of solitary focus, while the other draws strength from a deep well of family support. This dynamic is the secret engine of the curse of Oak Island. Rick provides the unwavering, obsessive passion, while Marty, anchored by his family, provides the resources and the rational mind needed to keep the dream from turning into a financial nightmare. Without Marty's stable family life and the success it helped foster, Rick's dream would have likely remained just that, a dream. But a recent event in the Lagina family just changed the game completely. A surprise wedding and a vanishing star. Just when you think you have the Oak Island Fellowship figured out, the next generation comes along and rewrites the script. This chapter isn't about ancient mysteries, it's about modern romance, shocking secrets, and a puzzle involving 2 of the show's youngest and brightest stars. For years, the personal life of Marty's son, Alex Lagina, was almost as private as his uncle Rick's. As a key member of the team, the 38-year-old engineer brought youth, diving skills, and a hands-on approach that quickly made him a fan favorite. And for a long time, his relationship status was a big classified. This secrecy fueled one of the biggest rumors in the show's history, a supposed romance between Alex and the brilliant Canadian archaeologist Miriam Amiral. Their on-screen chemistry was undeniable. They were often seen working closely together, sharing exciting excited glances over new finds. The fans went wild, convinced they were watching a real-life treasure-hunting romance blossom. It was the perfect story. But like many Oak Island theories, it turned out to be completely wrong. Get this. In February of 2024, Alex Lagina got married. But it wasn't to Miriam. He tied the knot with a woman named Catherine Sneed in a quiet private ceremony in Coral Gables, Florida. The news came out of left field and stunned the show's fan base. There were no big announcements, no splashy magazine covers. Alex, true to his family's nature, kept one of the biggest moments of his life under wraps. Beyond his work on the show as a producer and his role at Marie Vineyards, he was building a life far from the cameras and the mud of the swamp. But Alex's wedding created an even bigger mystery. What happened to Miriam? Around the same time, Miriam, who had been a prominent expert on the show for 3 seasons, completely vanished from Oak Island. Her departure was sudden and largely unexplained on the show, leaving a void. She was in her mid-20s, a graduate of the University of New Brunswick, and a rising star in her field. Why would she leave the most famous archaeological dig in the world? The debunked romance rumors with Alex now seemed like a piece of a much larger, more confusing puzzle. The plot thickens when you look at her life after the show. Miriam enrolled in a forensic sciences program, a demanding field far removed from historical archaeology.
We have a Roman coin on Oak Island, and here we sit trying to draw conclusions, and it's like wide open at this point. You know, who brought it here? How did it get here? Why is it on Lot 5 in particular? It's just a total mystery right now.
And here's the real bombshell. Recent social media activity suggests Miriam may have also gotten married. Her Instagram handle, though private, now uses a different last name. She has never publicly confirmed a marriage or a new partner, but all signs point to a major life change that coincided with her exit from the show and Alex Lagina's wedding. It really makes you wonder, was it all just a coincidence, or did the intense fan speculation and the reality of the situation lead her to seek a more private life and career path? Let's be real for a second. The pressure on these two must have been immense. Every interaction analyzed, every smile interpreted. It's possible the glare of the spotlight became too much. Her quiet departure and mysterious new life add another layer to the human story of Oak Island, proving that sometimes the most compelling mysteries are the ones that involve the heart. She chose a different path, one dedicated to solving modern-day mysteries instead of ancient ones. Meanwhile, there's another member of the younger crew whose personal life is a topic of curiosity, Jack Begley. Known for his tireless work ethic and willingness to do any job, no matter how dirty, Jack is the stepson of Craig Tester. In his 30s, Jack is a producer and a foundational member of the team. Like Rick Lagina, he appears to be completely devoted to the quest. There have been no high-profile relationships linked to him. Is he another soul who has put personal pursuits on hold for the sake of the treasure? The stories of Alex, Miriam, and Jack show that for the new generation on Oak Island, the quest comes with a whole new set of challenges. They have to balance the hunt with the pressures of modern life, social media, and the expectations of millions of fans. And some of them are anchored by partners who face the darkest of times. Unseen partners and unbreakable bonds. Behind every single person on the Oak Island team, there's a network of support that keeps the dream alive, often far from the cameras. These are the partners, the spouses who endure the long absences, the financial risks, and the emotional roller coaster of the hunt. They are the true unsung heroes of the fellowship. You know, their stories are just as important as any discovery made in the money pit, because without them, the entire operation could fall apart. Take Craig Tester, Marty Lagina's business partner and the engineering expert of the group. Now 69, Craig is a cornerstone of the team. He's married to his wife, Mandy Tester. While the exact details of their marriage are kept private, their bond has clearly been a source of immense strength, especially through unimaginable hardship. The couple faced a profound tragedy in 2017 with the loss of their son Drake. It was a heartbreaking event that shook the entire Oak Island family to its core. To continue with the project after such a loss shows an incredible amount of resilience, a strength that is undoubtedly fortified by the partnership between Craig and Mandy.
Craig's not there. How's he doing?
Oh, guys, I mean, he's struggling, of course, and his wife is struggling. And yes, you know, you can feel his absence here right now. He would normally be sitting right here with me, but it's terrible, terrible tragedy.
Craig is also the stepfather to Jack Begley, making his family connection to the island multi-layered and deep. His commitment is not just professional, it's profoundly personal.
We're looking for accuracy of this map that the Leonards presented to us.
Then there's the man with the golden touch, Gary Drayton, the metal detecting expert from Florida, famous for his Bobby Dazzler finds, has been a key player since season 5. Now 64, Gary brings an infectious energy to the show, but when he's not uncovering centuries-old coins and artifacts, he leads a quiet life. Gary is married, though he chooses to keep his wife and their relationship completely out of the public eye. It's a classic case of what happens on Oak Island stays on Oak Island. For him, the show is his work, but his family life is his sanctuary. It's a balance many on the team strive for, to be public figures in a massive TV hit while preserving a slice of life that is just for them. His wife is the silent partner to every top pocket find. The circle of privacy extends to other core members as well. Charles Barkhouse, the 56-year-old Oak Island historian and local Freemason, provides the crucial historical context that guides the team's search. His knowledge of the island's past is encyclopedic, yet his present personal life is a closed book. There is no confirmed public information about a current partner or children. Like Rick, his primary relationship seems to be with the island's long and tangled history. Is this a coincidence, or does an obsession with Oak Island demand a certain level of personal sacrifice? The same can be said for Dan Hinsky. Now, in his 80s, Dan is one of the island's longest-serving searchers, having been involved for decades, long before the cameras arrived. He is a living link to the island's modern searcher history. Unsurprisingly, there are no public details about a partner or children for Dan. His focus has been singular for the better part of his life: Oak Island. These men, Craig, Gary, Charles, and Dan, represent the bedrock of the fellowship. Their personal lives, whether shared with a supportive partner or lived in quiet dedication, are the foundation upon which the high-stakes, high-pressure treasure hunt is built. They show that strength comes in many forms: in a marriage that weathers the darkest storms, in a private partnership shielded from the public eye, and in a solitary devotion to a lifelong dream. But does all this focus on the treasure make them miss what's right in front of them? So we've looked at the secret vows, the surprise weddings, the private partners, and the solitary figures. At the end of the day, after all the digging, all the theories about Templars and pirates, maybe we've all been looking in the wrong place. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? We sit here week after week hoping they'll pull a treasure chest out of the ground. But what if the real story isn't about what they find, but about why they're looking in the first place? So what do you think the real treasure of Oak Island is? Is it a chest of gold, or the human connections made along the way? Let us know below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.